Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Kyoto coming at you with another review video today. We're gonna review Crown Jewel 2022, which was actually a pretty decent show. See, like Crown Jewel, up until this year, has always felt like a bigger house show. Now, I'm not saying this was an amazing pay-per-view, likes of which I've never seen before, but it was definitely easily the best Crown Jewel show I've ever seen because it was basically treated like a normal WWE pay-per-view. And I'm sure you get what I mean because Crown Jewel always felt like a filler, something in a completely different universe, especially because nothing happened in Crown Jewel and then continued or had an effect towards the future. No, like it was like it's self-contained thing. It was almost like the WWE was like, okay, we're doing the show here, we got the money or whatever. Let's do it. Okay, we're done. We forget about it now. It was like, I don't know, not even, I was gonna say guilty pleasure, but not even that. It was like something, okay, let's do this and let's forget about it. That's exactly what it was. But this time, no. It was like Extreme Rules. It was like Survivor Series. It was like any other WWE pay-per-view. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It meant that this was not a waste of time. And I'll be honest, without getting into any politics or any of that, I thought the crowd here deserved it. Especially, I loved the crowd, how they reacted to Bray Wyatt. And I'm surprised that a lot of people there know how to speak English. Wyatt said, nobody loves me. The crowd chanted, we love you. They played off each other so well. That promo was so good, but it was also absolutely horrible. I'll get to the reason why. We've got 7 matches, so let's start with the first one, shall we? Now, our first match was between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. I was kind of surprised. I didn't see this happening, by the way, with the Triple H. I think I started watching like 3 minutes late or something. Yeah, I started watching just when Bobby Lashley was making his entrance, so I guess I'll go back and watch this, but it just seems wild, like out of nowhere. It's just Triple H being Triple H, Anyways, the arena was good. Like, I love the Titantron. It's like a crown because it's Crown Jewel. Yeah, please make the effort to have a good stage, a different stage. I hate the fact that Raw looks the same, SmackDown looks the same, every single pay-per-view looks the same besides WrestleMania. At one point, even WrestleMania looks super generic. Like, give me more of this for sure. Bobby Lashley came out. I mean, yeah, the crowd was good. The pyro, the stage, the setting in general, the match card was good. Yeah, this Crown Jewel was entertaining. Yeah, overall entertaining. But this match started first, and I can understand why. Like, especially after the finish, like this was something that the WWE definitely wanted to get out of the way. It was a screwy finish. It was interesting. Honestly, Brock Lesnar just got his ass whooped again. I looked extremely weak compared to Brock Lesnar's past, where he used to be an absolute beast, indestructible, doesn't even take bumps that many times. And when he does, it's a big deal. Here, he just got his ass whooped. His knee was bumped. He was selling that the whole time. He got speared very early. It was basically like a Crown Jewel match. Like, this is the Crown Jewel we're used to. It's an absolute disaster. So I was scared. This match was, it was short at the very least. Very quickly, I think we're going to see it, yeah. I mean, German suplexes, Brock Lesnar did an F5 with being hurt and all that, but it was, I guess it was what it needed to be. Like, until the ending, it was okay. And the ending is interesting because, yeah, like, I've been passing a couple of pictures and Brock Lesnar has been in this hurt lock for a long time. He gets out of it like this, and then he loses. I don't know why the pictures show this, but Bobby Lashley loses the match. You all know what happened. I thought the finish was like, okay, you don't want to make Bobby Lashley look weak. In fact, he looked stronger than ever here. You don't want to make Brock Lesnar tap, that's for sure. So I guess this is a way to get out of it. Fair enough. It's not graceful, it's not beautiful, it's not smart, but it gets the job done, I think. And it's the first match ever, so it was short as well. So they just like got this out of the way so we can move on. And also there's a huge development, of course. Bobby Lashley again put Brock Lesnar into the hurt lock. Lesnar didn't tap out, but he was in pain, and it was a heelish thing to do. And I'm honestly thinking, now that Omos beat Braun Strowman in this pay-per-view, we'll talk about that match real quickly too. I feel like Bobby Lashley is kind of looking like a heel again. He's angrier, he's meaner, and I have been saying this from the last in my past videos. I said it in my Crown Jewel simulation, which got taken down for some freaking reason. I'm trying to work on that. I wasted 1 hour for nothing. What doesn't matter. The thing I want to say is turn Lashley heel, bro. Align him with MVP and Omos. Bring back the Hurt Business. Get Cedric Alexander back. Get Shelton Benjamin. They're already in the company. Just get him back into the Hurt Business, and I would love nothing more. Because Hurt Business is a great, great, great crutch that holds everybody up. Every single person. Like that was good. It was like, I think it's necessary. And then, you know, if Hurt Business becomes a thing, when I look at it, there's a lot of factions, maybe more than ever in the history of the WWE, like at one time, because we're used to like Evolution, but that was like the only faction, right? So at the same time, there is that danger of having too many factions like you do in AEW, so everything becomes meaningless and boring and annoying. But for Hurt Business, I think we can make an exception. Anyways, yeah, Brock Lesnar was selling the hell out of everything, man. He looked like it was all out of a war. Like, cool, you made Bobby Lashley look strong, but now I want the old Brock Lesnar back. I know it's annoying, right? Having Brock Lesnar just beat the hell out of people, beating Kofi Kingston in 18 seconds, you know, jobbing out many people that you think should be getting so much more offense on Brock Lesnar, should be doing more. But the thing is, that's what made Brock Lesnar truly special. That's what made you, even if you didn't like him, pay attention to whatever he was doing. At the end of the day, you gotta make him look strong, brother. And I hope now, at least for like a month or two, they just get him in a feud where he just kicks ass. Maybe he can beat Braun Strowman. Oh, wait. Actually, Braun Strowman beat Omos, right? I just have him in my head as a jobber, right? So I just automatically thought he lost, but no, Braun Strowman won. But okay, we'll get to that. Never mind. You can you can delete the comment that you made earlier about how I said Omos won. Anyways, let's get to this match. Damage Control versus Asuka and Alexa. I said that I wouldn't like them to win the titles again, but that's exactly what happened. The match itself was a bit too long, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not sure about the exact length of this match, but let's say, just for the sake of it, this was 20 minutes, right? If this match was instead 12 minutes instead of 20, maybe 15, let's say, just, you know, a bit shorter, it would have been much better. But regardless, this was a decent match, especially compared to the earlier matches these four had. And yeah. And nothing remarkable though. Nikki Cross came in and cost Alexa the match. Damage Control has the titles again. Was hoping Bayley would win here. As a matter of fact, I thought Bayley would win. Be great to see finally Damage Control with all the gold, but yeah, that didn't happen. Also, again, like I said in my last SmackDown and Raw review, I was interested in seeing what the women will wear for Saudi Arabia because of the, you know, limitations. And I thought everyone had a cool costume, you know, Damage Control. Like, it's really personalized. It's obviously not like thrown together hastily. They obviously thought about it. I mean, look at the way Asuka is dressed. You know, it works. You know, it's okay. I mean, like, the worst looking one out of all of these here is Alexa Bliss for sure. It's like, it looks like a generic Halloween costume, right? But like, Asuka is basically this. Yeah, I could see Asuka wearing this for sure. Damage Control again, especially Bayley looked like a Formula 1 driver or NASCAR driver, which I enjoyed. But yeah, the match itself, just, you know, like literally, like I said, nothing remarkable, nothing much to talk about, but they did get good reactions. Like the crowd, I'll say it again. The crowd was good, man. They were here for it, you know, they were reacting even when it got tiresome. When it sometimes got boring, the crowd was still there, and I really appreciate that because crowd makes or breaks everything when it comes to professional wrestling, right? Like, it's not like basketball or any other sport. Literally, if the crowd is good, the wrestlers are gonna perform better, the commentators are gonna perform better, everyone, it's like the whole show is just gonna be brought up. But I'm sure this is not something you're hearing for the first time. Anyways, we see Nikki Cross here. Yep, screw you, finish. They're back with the titles. All I'm hoping for is that they don't lose this. I don't know why WWE is doing this. Maybe they want, you know, to give Io Sky and Dakota Kai a bit more prestige and be able to say in the future, oh, look at Io Sky coming up. Yeah, Io Sky, she's a 2-time tag team champion, you know, this many times NXT champion. Maybe that's why they made them lose the titles, but, you know, chill. Like, I don't enjoy too much the reign of Gunter or Roman Reigns because, you know, it seems like they're gonna go forever, right? But I don't also enjoy titles being hot potato. Like, 1 week the champions lose it, then they gain it the next week, they lose it again, they gain it. You know, there needs to be a balance. But now that I think about it, I think they're just trying to build up the titles, basically. They make sure, you know, Asuka held it, Alexa Bliss held it, so that, yeah, they can just make it more prestigious. But, okay, in the grand scheme of things, I can understand. Then we had the most boring man alive, Karrion Kross, come out for a steel cage match against Drew McIntyre. And this match, the first thing I want to say about it, Drew McIntyre did a Claymore where he was basically standing still. Like, and it was fucking amazing. I'm sorry for my bad language, but it was so good. Like, how? I'm not sure, but he didn't run at all. Yeah, just like took one step, did a Claymore, and that was the highlight of the match for me. It was absolutely insane. Karrion Kross, this was definitely their best match so far. They're definitely better than their first match. The more I see Scarlett, the less I like her. She really just feels weird, awkward. She acts like an alien, right? In the sense that she acts like Mark Zuckerberg. Like, she's not natural at all. She's weird. Like, what are you trying to do? What is that facial experience? Like, what is going on with you? But I like the fact that she also sprayed the referee like randomly for no reason at all. That was like literally just made me like what the fuck, man? Like, what are you doing now? What did the referee do to you? And Karrion Kross did a Busaiku knee, stole Daniel Bryan's finisher. What I like it. I like the move. So I really do like the running knee. So if anybody does it, I'm not gonna complain. I like it when The Miz does it. I liked it here when Karrion Kross did it. Anyways, Karrion Kross, by the way, looking real out of shape, man. Like, I don't remember him being this out of shape. Like, he does seem to have put on a lot of weight. Like, there's no definition in his muscles. Sure, he's a big guy, but like, look at Drew McIntyre. Like, you can see his muscles, right? And like, what's going on with Karrion Kross? Come on, man. We're supposed to take you seriously. We're supposed to be scared of you. Like, especially with his now long hair. I was watching this with my friend and we both said the same thing. Like, he looks like kind of like a homeless guy. Definitely needs to hit the gym. Like, not because his physique is bad or anything, obviously, but for a professional wrestler, wrestling a guy like Drew McIntyre, come on. I think you can get into more shape, is all I'm saying. Like, because you already have obviously the muscles, the size, just gotta cut down, you know, gain some definition. Anyways, yeah, this was the Claymore I'm talking about. They tried to escape as well. It was okay. Like I said, Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross, not been good at all, but this match was fun to watch. Then we had the double, you know, ending. McIntyre got down first. Yeah, fair enough. Obviously, making Karrion Kross lose without getting him pinned or making him submit. Wonder if their feud is gonna continue. This would be a perfect place to move away from this feud, or it could be a perfect place for Karrion Kross to know this is not happening like this. Let's have a rubber match. I think that might be what's happening. And Survivor Series is super close. Like, it's 20 days later or something, 22 days. So I think that's where we may see this feud end. Then we had this match, which I don't really remember much. I mean, I like the way Rhea Ripley looks. She basically came out with like the Beth Phoenix cosplay. The Judgment Day had a nice entrance. They're looking like a unit here, as you can see. The OC had a nice entrance. But the match itself, I really don't remember anything about it. And it's because it was just not memorable. I mean, I do remember Luke Gallows just going crazy. Fine, fair enough. But the promos, the story in general, the Judgment Day is, sure, they're winning. I like the fact that they won this match, right? At the end, cheating or not, whatever. It was really generic. It was, yeah, like, even the ending was classic. Rhea Ripley like trips up AJ Styles or something like that, if I remember correctly. Nothing to it, nothing special. Just Judgment Day picking up the victory, and I'm hoping they do more meaningful stuff, right? I'm hoping they go for a title or something like that. But as I say that, like, we got Roman Reigns, he's not gonna get beat. We got Gunther, he is not getting beat. We got Seth Rollins as the United States champion. Yeah, good luck beating him. Maybe you can go for, nope, never mind. I think the Usos are gonna break the tag team record, so that's not happening either. So, like, yeah, this feud is actually kind of getting stale, was stale, and after this match, like, I don't want to see this again. So I'm really curious to see what the OC is going to do. I'm really curious to see what the Judgment Day is going to do, because they're getting stale, man, and they can't go for titles either. So, yeah, But if I had to make a prediction, I think this is going to continue. You know, AJ Styles thought about, or talked about, the OC in general talked about, like, maybe we should get a woman as well, so we can stop Rhea Ripley. Maybe that's what we're going to see. Now in the next pay-per-view, these people in some type of combination are going to have a match again. But this time OC will have a, you know, woman partner so they can neutralize Rhea Ripley. So as much as I like this to end here, I think this is going to go on for a little while longer. Yeah, the crowd also reacted to this really well in that spot we just saw. I mean, I would also not be mad at all if we saw Finn Balor versus AJ Styles just one-on-one. Like, no problem with that at all. Under the guise of Triple H, I think they would be able to go all out. And sure, they had matches before, right? But I think this, their newest match, would be even better because they'd be much more free to, you know, go a little crazy. Also, now that I think about it, the commentary mentioned the hell out of New Japan. Like, sure, they did that once or twice in the past, but like here, every time they got the chance, they mentioned Japan. Sky, Asuka, they talked about Japan there as well. Here, they literally said the Bullet Club. I don't think they said that ever before. Like, they were wilding out, you know? Like, I was like, wait a minute, is this the WWE or am I watching AEW? Like, what is going on? Maybe Excalibur is Michael Cole, but he's just wearing a mask. That might make sense. Like, Jesus, the references to New Japan. And like, they were not shy about that at all. But yeah. Judgment Day picks up the victory as we go to the next match. I mean, the only thing I liked about this match was the costume of Omos. But again, I was watching with my friend and we were talking about how just Omos does not have it. He's been with AJ Styles. He's been doing, you know, relatively big things and he's been presented with good opportunities, but he really has not reached out and grabbed the brass knuckle, as Vince McMahon liked to say back in the day. Sure, he's a giant, fair enough, but I think that's all he has, you know? Like, he's still not really having good segments, not good matches, but anyways, you know, the only thing to mention here is the final spot where Braun Strowman literally picked Omos up and slammed him down. That was freaking cool, obviously a good visual. And you know how I've been calling him a jobber this whole time? I guess I cannot call Braun Strowman a jobber now. He's a semi-jobber. He's definitely not as much of a jobber as he was after this match because he, beat up Omos. So this means maybe he can challenge for a title for sure. Like, I was not expecting it. I'll be honest. I thought Omos would win because he's the new giant, right? Hell, like, I'm pretty sure the reason why Braun Strowman got fired in the first place, like last year or was it last year? I think it was last year. Was because Omos came in and Vince McMahon probably thought like, okay, we don't need you anymore. Goodbye. Like, you're asking for too much money. I don't need you. We got Omos. But yeah, this kind of felt like a reset now. Braun Strowman is back where he was before he left the WWE. And if he doesn't get jobbed out now again, if he doesn't get his ass whipped by Chad Gable, if he doesn't get body slammed all the time, if he's more dominant from this point on, I promise, I solemnly swear, whatever hand sign I need to make, to not call Braun Strowman a jobber again, okay? But we'll see what happens. Then we had the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes, and I mean, come on now, this was like super obvious, right? There was no way in hell. I mean, the Usos matches, the Bloodline matches in general have been predictable, right? But like, this went beyond predictable. Like, this match did not need to happen. It was so obvious who was gonna win. And so I'll be honest, I was just chatting with my friend here as well and was not really invested in the match. Like, yeah, this spot scared the hell out of me though. This one right here scared the hell out of me because I don't know if you guys remember what happened to Rick Boogs, but yeah, he was trying to lift up the Usos as a matter of fact. Then he got injured and then he's gone forever. I wonder if he'll ever be back. So I was like, oh my God, no, don't get injured. Thankfully, he didn't get injured. I mean, fair enough. I like the Brawling Brutes. Like, they're not my favorite at all, but they do put on some entertaining matches, and this was just that, an entertaining match. Jey Uso, I think his shirt was like stuck on his legs, right, on his feet, and he had to like do a super weird super kick. And Michael Cole was like, Superman kick and stuff like that. He's been, you know, commentating for 50 freaking years now, and he still makes mistakes like that. I really don't understand how that happens. But yeah, that was funny. I don't know, think about it, there's a lot of unintentional funny moments in this pay-per-view, but yeah. Let's just go ahead and look at the rest of the pictures. Yeah, this is the one I'm talking. Nice, they even put it here. That's funny. Yeah. He literally had to like jump, basically do a drop kick, honestly, one-legged drop kick. But yeah, they got the victory. I like the fact that, he held Butch and just like, oh, you're going down. I'm sorry. 1D. Great. The match wasn't insanely long. We knew the result and we got the result that we were expecting. And then we had Bianca Belair versus Bayley. And the more I see Bayley, the more I like her, man. She's great. She's great. She definitely carried this match. Bianca obviously played her part great here as well. But like Bayley has to win the title, man. She has to carry the division again. Like, she's so good. Like, I used to like Bayley back in NXT, right? But then you know how the women have been booked outside of NXT in the main roster for so long that I never really got to liking Bayley again. I don't think she was able to show her full potential. Or maybe she was, but like, I really didn't like how she was booked when she first came out to the main roster. And so I guess I mentally just checked out and I was not receptive to anything Bayley did. But when she came back recently, I was much more excited this year. I was actually paying attention to what she was doing. And so far, Bayley has just been great, man. I think I'm going to go ahead and say it. She's my favorite women's wrestler. She gets it, man. I say it all the time. I'll say it here as well. She walks like a star. She talks like a star. She wrestles like a star. She sounds like a star. She's an absolute star. Bayley, perfecto. I like her better than Becky. I like her better than Charlotte. I like her better than Sasha. She's definitely my favorite for sure. Heel Bayley, go with it. Go with it. I mean, the match in general was good. This spot is a little iffy. It was kind of funny, it was borderline serious, but also weird and funny. So, besides this spot, though, in general, especially when they got here towards the Titantron, that was cool. I wish Bayley sat on this so Bianca couldn't get out. But yeah, this is where the match got good or better, in my opinion. We had the crossface here, which I enjoyed as well. Oh, yeah, one big problem with this match was, yeah, this was great. The way the crowd reacted to this was also awesome. Like, it was like, oh my God, what's going on? That was the reaction of the crowd. Mine as well, but like, bro, Bayley and Bianca as well. They drove like 2 miles an hour. Wait, I think that's really fast. I don't know how to say it in miles. Okay, 2 millimeters, 2 centimeters an hour. Okay, it was basically extremely slowly. So like, at one point right here, yeah, Bianca Belair like had to act like, oh my gosh, she's gonna run me over, so let me escape. But it was so slow that it just looked funny. It looked like a parody. Like, frick, I don't want to swear, but screw it, just like put the pedal to the metal or metal to the pedal. Go for it, and Bianca can take it, all right? She has to dodge. Yeah, then we had this happen, and Bianca was driving to the ringside. Oh, this was brutal. Thank God Bayley is okay. And again, I freaking love Bayley here because like Bianca was like okay with letting the referee count. Okay, like it didn't happen. The bump didn't go properly. Let the referee count. But like Bayley literally got on her knees and was like, she went towards Bianca and basically, said powerbomb me. Now we're not gonna have it this way, I don't give a damn. I'm definitely going through that table. Like, I love the attitude from Bayley right there. That was great. This is the reason why I like her, man. Anyways, the finish was creative as well. Let's just see if we can get to the picture of that. Wow, we don't have the picture for that? What's going on right now? Yeah. I'm at picture 49 out of 40 somehow. Well, you guys know how it was, how it ended. They, for some reason, didn't put it here, but Bianca won in a creative way. And the more I talk about this show, the more I see that they've really just found a bunch of ways to make people lose without making them look weak. So, like, this was perfectly acceptable, right? Bayley got stuck, step bro, in the ladder. And that's why she couldn't get up, right? She didn't get knocked out. She didn't get beat outright. So almost every single person who was beat here, like, has an out. The same with the women's tag team match as well. Holy hell. Then we had Bray Wyatt cut out his promo. But by the way, I also like this AR, artificial reality or augmented reality stuff. Usually the graphics are super goofy, but like, I like this throughout the night. This was because it was not like in your face. It was more subtle. So it was more fitting and more tolerable. That's how I felt. But anyways, Bray Wyatt made his longest entrance. I like his theme song, by the way, but I think it's a good song to listen to. Maybe not the greatest song to walk out to. Longest entrance though. I hope, I really don't like him doing this on SmackDown and Raw. I don't know if he appeared on Raw yet, but if you're gonna do this stuff, do it in the pay-per-views, right? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's just get to the promo, which was really good. Bray Wyatt just knows how to talk, knows how to speak, and the crowd reacted to him super well. I could watch the first part of the segment forever. No problem. This could have gone on forever, but obviously it didn't because let's see if we can see it. No, we can't, but yeah, Uncle Howdy came out on the Titantron, and this is just why I don't like Bray Wyatt right now. He has so much potential. And then what he does? He squats down and takes a huge fucking dump. A goddamn dump on that potential. What is this, man? Every time I see this Titantron stuff going on, I'm just I lose complete interest. In fact, I don't want to watch it. As a matter of fact, I just don't want to see it. It's just not fun. Forget about it being sensical. Forget about it being cool. Forget about everything. It's just not fun. It's what the fuck is going on here? I really, sincerely don't give a shit. Please get this shit out of my face. I love The Undertaker, but even in his craziest time, right? The Undertaker maybe teleports, right? That's honestly it. He teleports behind his opponent or stuff like that. But that was done so tastefully. This is not me hating on Bray Wyatt, because if The Undertaker did the same shit, I would have said the same thing for The Undertaker as well. I like supernatural gimmicks, but don't overdo it. This is definitely overdoing it. Holy hell. That's the same reason why I don't like Aleister Black or Malachi Black in AEW. Jesus Christ, what is this? Are we on Pinterest? Are we on Tumblr? Jesus, what are those terrible promos that say a lot of things but have no meaning? It's cringe. Okay, it's straight up cringe. I see this as the same thing as Malachi Black, right? Cringe, bro. It's really not necessary. I like I said, supernatural characters, but do it tastefully. Do it subtly. Make it simple, right? The Undertaker is a dead man, so he looks like a dead man. He's giant. He's a scary-looking mother effer. He does the death march to the ring, right? With that creepy music. The cemetery music, so perfect. He's the Undertaker. He dresses like an Undertaker, right? His finisher is a tombstone. And like I said, the craziest thing he does, for the most of his career, because, Attitude Era, he kind of went wild there too. And he had some straight up bad segments there too. But the peak that man is that, man. All of the things I just listed, and every now and then he teleports, right? Or he sits up suddenly. He doesn't talk to himself on the Titantron though, yeah? I don't know. Like I said, the first part where Bray Wyatt was just himself talking with the crowd, interacting with the crowd. Absolutely amazing. One of the best promo work I've seen in a long while. I don't know. I don't want to put the final nail in the coffin of this storyline. Let's see where it goes. Maybe it will be good. Maybe the payoff will be good, and I will have to eat all my words. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just not satisfying for me. Speaking of not being satisfying, this match was not that. This match was very, very good. Also, yeah, I've been removing SmackDown this whole time. Sorry about that. I forgot. Whatever. It's fine. Let's just get to the match here. Logan Paul made a great entrance. Maybe though he could have lost the phone, stopped. Actually, he did. Stop using the phone. Roman Reigns, obviously, the same entrance we've been seeing for a long time. Still badass. And this match was amazing. The one thing I want to say is everything Logan Paul did here, everything, his frog splashes, his punches, his gut-wrench suplex. I've never seen a better gut-wrench suplex in the WWE. I don't think I did. Logan Paul just has it. He's been born and bred for this business, even though neither he or us knew that. This was amazing. Roman Reigns played his part perfectly. He did a springboard so easily. He jumped to the air like he had springs under his feet, right? He jumped, did a springboard. He literally flew. He sold the punch that, let's see, that we're going to see here perfectly. He did everything perfectly. He was talking with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was talking shit constantly. I think this is a gut-wrench suplex. Everything that happened in this match, I expected to happen, but And I know how good Logan Paul is. I know how athletic he is, right? But still, bro, like this blockbuster, like every single move he did is perfect. Every single move he did is perfect. Like it has impact to it. And like wrestlers who've been wrestling for 20 freaking years can't do this. Like I think he just has strong grasp of fundamentals. He gets what wrestling is about. So everything he does here is just good. And he's a natural freak as well. Like that's undeniable as well. Like he's just athletically gifted for sure. Because like even if you get what professional wrestling is about, you also have to be, again, you just have to be gifted, and Logan Paul is just that. He's gifted. Yeah, I mean there is this here, like even the spot to the table, it was like perfect. Logan Paul landed on the perfect spot. Like how? I don't know how, but like just go watch it back, right? Watch this back, and like it was right where it needed to be. Like how? How did he not miss by a centimeter, right? Like it's only natural that you would do that, but no, this guy is scary good. It's insane. This was his third match, by the way. Let me tell you, a main event, and this is a part I like as well. These guys were the worst ones. They obviously had just like barely any training. This is basically the friends of Logan Paul. You know, they took weird bumps. Jake Paul came in then, and yeah, it was like standing in the boxer stance, and he did punch both the Usos, but the first one was okay. The first one looked good enough. The second one was not the greatest, and I think he's gonna have a match with Solo Sikoa, right? So I'm interested to see if he can be as good as Logan Paul. So far, we only seen him do 2 punches, but I feel like he's gonna be pretty good, but not as good as Logan Paul. But you know, it's a difficult thing to do. If he's actually like close or better than Logan Paul, I'll just lose my mind. I'll just give up on life, you know. Like how? This frog splash, man. He jumped way up high, you know. This was also great. Like every single move, I'm not kidding, Logan Paul did, it just hits different. It just is correct. It's intense. Looks athletic. Looks right. Like if I was, say, I don't know, maybe Dolph Ziggler or someone else who's been wrestling for over 15 years, I'd literally just question myself, like, what have I been doing this whole time? I think I'm just wasting my time. Let me just retire. But like I said, the physical gifts of Logan Paul are a big part of that, right? Anyways, yeah, this is the face off, so I'm assuming these two are gonna have a match. I'm all for it, right? I have no qualms with this. I never had any issue with Logan Paul in the WWE either. Not like even before his first match, where he got stunned by KO. I thought he sold the stunner so well. Like I thought it was good. I thought it was really good, and yeah, it's just whatever he does, same thing. This was also very good. Like this was one of the better. It looked good. The timing was well because like the Usos were looking at Jake Paul, so they did not see Logan Paul come in, so they didn't have time to react. So it just made sense logically, right? The match was also put together really well, and Logan Paul just killed it, and it was safe, right? Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso didn't get hurt, but it looked, you know, the move looked tough or intense. And Logan Paul landed real safely. It was like perfect. Like this really is. I don't even know how they do this. Yeah, I was really invested in this match. I loved every single second of it. The character work by Roman Reigns as well. Like, holy shit, this guy was actually about to beat me. It was obviously shaken, but he, you know, screamed like, "No, I'm still the champion." So like, even though he's insecure, even though he was scared to the bone, you know, he tried to hide that away by just screaming about it. Right? It was great. I loved it. Jake Paul, a little iffy about him. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like he's as good, as athletic, as charismatic as Logan Paul. But you know, he played his role well here. And yeah, I would love to see him do a one-on-one match with Solo Sikoa. That's where we'll really see what he's made of. But yeah, this was awesome. And I want to see more of the Pauls in the WWE for sure. For sure. Wonder what they can do after this though. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I just enjoyed the entire pay-per-view. It was good. It was juicy. But enough of me and what I thought about the pay-per-view. What did you think? Tell me down in the comment sections down below. And if you would give me a like or subscribe, it would help me out more than you would ever know. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on another video.